What's going on, guys? Flash Frame here with another episode of Flash Shock Podcast. And very, very unfortunately, another instance of where's the fair use. Um, it's been a while since I've done a fair use video. Back last year, there was a big thing. You can see a couple of my, at least one video that I did on it. I think I did a couple. But we're back at it again. Companies just don't get, they just don't seem to get it, man. So I have two examples today. First is of SidAlpha. SidAlpha is kind of a game reviewer. It's more of a kind of like Jim Sterling, where he looks at indie games and gives blunt critique on it. Which, hey, that's awesome. We need people that can go in and suss out the good and the bad of certain things, and it's always good to be informed of what you're potentially buying. So anyways, with SidAlpha, there's a studio called Dentola Studios who he's covered a couple of different times. I'll leave a link to each of these channels and the videos in question in my description. But anyways, a few weeks ago, SidAlpha covered Dentola Studios and doing Unity asset flips onto Steam. For those of you that aren't aware, Unity is a game engine. They sell prepackaged, ready-to-go base games as kind of a starting point springboard, so that you can go in, look at code, look at assets, and go, okay. So you get a framework that you can then build off of later. Excuse me. On Steam Greenlight, which is the Steam digital distribution platform, which is the leading digital distribution platform on PC, they started a Greenlight program, which allowed people to vote for games that they wanted to get up on the platform. As a way to help, the idea was as a way to help indie developers get their games up on Steam easier. What it's turned into is asset flip trolls taking games from other places, content that they do not have a legal standing to republish elsewhere, and throwing it up on Steam as their own work. What SidAlpha had done in this Dentola Studios debacle video was show side-by-side comparison screenshots from the Steam Greenlight page of Dentola Studios, whatever product they were showing, and the actual product from the Unity store, showing that they were exact one-to-one asset flips. Dentola Studios had been marked as aggressively taking down comments on their Steam pages that were not positive and did not coincide with what they believed was right. And they've now gone after SidAlpha with a DMCA takedown of his video. As you can see, manually detected, which means they went out of their way to go to his page and flag the video themselves, claim it Dentola Studios, policy video taken down. So he has a single copyright strike. And that sucks. That sucks a lot because I've dealt with a copyright strike um, from Bandai over Gundam music in the background of a video I did where I was building a Gundam model. That was resolved without any problems. I removed the offending audio from one of the videos, despite the fact that via a court case, um, since the audio was not the primary reason for the video, and it was the focus of that video was me building the Gundam, I should have been protected under fair use. However, I received a second set of strikes after the first set had resolved on said video. So I simply removed the offending audio and moved on with my day. So anyways, SidAlpha, man, this sucks. This sucks a lot. This is clearly a case of a small indie developer feeling very butthurt over over this situation. But there's another strike that I want to talk about too. This one's weird, and I'm like really weird. So I follow a channel called Censored Gaming. Censored Gaming does a great job of looking at localization censorships of video games that come over from Japan. So as you can see on the sidebar here, there's a why Twitch banned Yandere simulator. They look into reasons for censorship and give theories as to why maybe it was censorship, or show side-by-side comparisons of here's the original version, here's the censored version, etc. And one of my personal favorite little series that they do is the Yu-Gi-Oh! It's usually like a 10 ways Yu-Gi-Oh! Censored. As you can see in the sidebar, there's one that says 10 ways Yu-Gi-Oh! Has censored religion. They just did one that's how Yu-Gi-Oh! Has censored violence, stuff like that. So one of the creators for the channel got hit by multiple, not multiple strikes, but had multiple videos flagged at one time. And all of them were from Nihon Ad Systems Incorporated, which are the guys that actually work on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime and deal with, I guess, essentially licensing rights for the animated material, some of the imagery, things of that nature. So, what we have here is essentially censorship of a censorship channel that's trying to show ways that the game gets censored. It's weird. Like I'm like, really, guys, come on. So primarily what the show highlights is there's a couple of different things that they highlight. They highlight changes in the anime by showing small clips of scenes from the anime next the Japanese version of the anime next to the 4Kids next to the 4Kids dub version of the anime in international releases, to show changes in dialogue, changes in situations, for those that don't know, especially like original series Yu-Gi-Oh, season 1 uh, and up, there's actually a lot of violence in that series that gets toned down. There's a lot of religious imagery that gets toned down in the West. And this channel goes to highlight that. It's like, oh, well, this card was played here, and there's a specific set of religious imagery, or they put more clothes on this character, or such and such things like that. And they also go into card censorship for the actual card game as well. A great example is on the Dark Magician Girl, they tone down her breast size and remove a pentagram on a jewel on her chest. So it's left me wondering, like, why? Why was Nihon Ad Systems out to copyright strike this guy's videos? And I really don't know. Nihon Ad Systems has been behind the takedown of some fan-run Yu-Gi-Oh stuff lately. They hit a few months ago a free program online called Dueling Network, which was a recreation of the card game, so that people could go and play and practice the card game. Which, understandable, they felt that was cutting into their bottom line. That was more due to, I think, pressure from Konami, who owned the rights to the card game, than Nihon Ad Systems themselves. But this is very, very odd. And I really wanted to bring attention to it because this is a critique look at censorship. This is educational material completely protected under fair use law. 100% protected. The same goes for the DMCA takedown on SidAlpha, but this Yu-Gi-Oh censorship issue is very, very strange to me. Because it's not uploading entire episodes. It's taking specific scenes that were changed in the American version, showing the original version side by side to the American version, and showing, hey, this is what was changed. That's educational. That's important. That's important from a media standpoint to go, okay, what are the rules for kids media in the U.S. or in the West? What flies in Japan that can't fly in America, things of that nature. That can't fly in the West, and it's really, really weird that Nihon Ad Systems would go after this series. Granted, the Japanese are not entirely on the same page with fair use, which is really weird because they're using this system that's an American system, the DMCA takedown system, when they've had doujinshi manga, which is fan-created comics based on actual properties, being sold for years, and they don't ever really go against the doujinshi creator. In fact, a lot of times the doujinshi guys end up getting jobs because their work is so good. So it's really weird to see, but they've got this weird kind of archaic view on video. Like, I don't get it. Most people in the West don't really get it. I mean, look at Nintendo. Excuse me, and Nintendo's policy on streaming their game software and whatnot. So it's weird. It's weird stuff, and it's not good. It's not good for the industry. It's not good for YouTubers. This is scary stuff, man. You get a copyright strike on your channel, you get scared. And if you're a little guy, you know, if you're a little guy, SidAlpha only has 2K viewers, 2K subscribers. All right. Censored Gaming has 86K subscribers. In the grand YouTube scheme of things, that's not much. You know, if you look at me, I don't have much either, guys. I got 21. 21 of you guys. Which, hey, I appreciate it. I'm glad that I've been able to get at least that many. But I'm even smaller than these guys. But I am going to go out of my way to talk about this, cuz this is scary shit, man. And they don't learn. They don't ever learn. The indie devs always, when they get to that point of butthurt, they go after the channel that they feel is talking smack about them. That's why Jim Sterling is still, you know, having a lawsuit against him by a studio that well, really a guy that is convinced that Jim was basically out to destroy him, when no, Jim was pointing out the trash that the guy was making. And now that's happening to Sid. He's not stuck in a lawsuit, but he has a real risk of his channel going down. You know, Censored Gaming, this is an important channel in my mind. This is great stuff. News about China trying to ban kids from gaming at night, like people under 18. Just it's weird, man. It's really weird. So, anyways, guys, go check Censored Gaming and SidAlpha out, please. These guys are cool. Honestly, I find Sid really fun to listen to, just in general. But let them know. Go to their pages. Let them know, hey, I stand with you guys. I understand. This sucks. If you know a way to get legal counsel to these guys, do it. Please. These guys deserve better than what's happening here, because companies are out of control. They've decided that they can completely manage, completely hold on to their properties, which in the case of fair use, which is critique, and both of these fall under critique, they are under fair use. All right, guys, this is Flash Frame here. Thanks a lot for viewing. Again, check these guys out. Links will be in the description. And hope you guys have a great day. Take care.